Hello students, I welcome you to today's class and I trust you guys are doing very well. If today is your first time joining us here, this is New General Mathematics, a place where we treat mathematics like a fun. As I always said, mathematics it should be fun, and if you look at it in that way, it will be very easy and enjoyable for everyone. So please invite friends and family to join. If you know anyone having challenges with mathematics, share it to them, let them join, let us have fun together while learning mathematics. The last time we actually talked about ratio. As I said, we are treating junior class revision in order to help us as we move on to the ladder of senior class mathematics as we prepare for our senior certification in the secondary school. So we are still on the revision. Just want to refresh your memory even as we do that and get ourselves prepared. So we treat about ratio, and today we'll be talking about proportion. Until we handle proportion, ratio is not complete. So today we'll be looking at proportion, we will see definition and some examples, and we will be done. So as you can see, in mathematics, a proportion is an equation stating that two ratios are equal. It is often written as two fractions or with a column. Remember when we study fractions, then we enter ratios. So a proportion is an equality of two ratios. We use it to compare two sides until the condition must be met until they are being proportional. It's a very, very important in mathematics. As you move on and climb the ladder of mathematics, you will find out that these things that look like minor things in mathematics, actually they are going to help you a lot. So as we are going to see, let's quickly look at, before we go to the main example, when you have 2 upon 3 and equals to 4 upon 6, both ratio have the same value. Therefore, we call them proportion. 2 over 3 is proportional to 4 over 6. How is it so? Because you may look at this one is bigger and this one is bigger. But if you look at it very well, if you find I told you that you reduce it to the lowest term, you find out that this 4 over 6, the lowest term is actually 2 over 3. So therefore, they are equal. So they are proportion. And you can also write it in uh, fractions, in the ratios. In the ratios. This is fraction, this is ratio. 2 ratio 3 is equals to 4 ratio 6. And if you want to do it, as we are going to see later, you will write it into these fractions. Then while you will be able to bring them down to the lowest term, then you find out that they are equal. Until they get to the lowest term, then you compare. So when they are equal, they call them proportion. So it is very important and it's something that you will enjoy. So let us move on. Let us go on. As we do so, get your pen, get your paper, make sure you write something down. Make sure you write something down. Now, let us see. Let us see a very good example. It's a check if the ratios are in proportion. Check if the ratios are in proportion. 2 ratio 3 and 4 ratio 6. So because I want us just to look at it, just the example we saw in the previous page. Now, what we are going to do here, we are going to remove them from ratio and convert them to these fractions so that you can see it well, as I said before recently. Now you have 2 over 3 is equals to 4 over 6. Now, if you divide them, 2 into 4 will give you 2. 2 into 6 will give you 3. So therefore, since both sides are equal, they are in proportion. They are in proportion. So when they have you to compare, It may be different when you do it and you did not get it not take you to this level, then they are not being called a proportion, because proportion they are normally words that are used to compare. That is a set condition that need to be met until you can call them the proportion. We have indirect or inversely as you move on, but right now we're just talking about proportion. There are times you will get to, you will now have inversely proportional to or directly proportional to as it regards to pure mathematics or physics. So for the meantime, elementarily, we're just talking about proportion, that you have an idea or elementary knowledge of how proportion is being treated. Then let us go now for example 2. Also check if these figures are in proportion. 3:5 and 6:10. So just as we do the other time, you are going to convert them to fraction. So you look at it now. In this case now, you are going to see what will happen. This one, you reduce it to 2, then 2 into 6 will give you 3. 2 into 10 will give you 5. So both simplifies to 3/5. You reduce them to their lowest term. What you see now, when you work with this, it will give you this answer. So therefore, they are in proportion. So that is proportion in the junior class. So we are going to see more complex example in example 3. More complex example where it will at least solve a little bit of a problem. Now, example 3, find S. 2/3 is equals to x/9. So now we are going to find if they are in proportion. So in order to handle this, solve this problem, first you are going to find this x. Then when you get this x, whatever you get here, then you bring them to the lowest level. Then you compare it to your left hand side. So once they are equal, then they are in proportion. If they are not, then you will now say they are not in proportion. Now let us do the example. You have 3. Now let's put it this way. You are going to cross multiply. You are going to have 2 times 9 equals to, but I told you in mathematics, most times this equals to normally come as a multiplication. Anytime you see this equal sign here in mathematics, it represents multiplication. If you see off, it represents division. As we go on, you will understand that. So you cross multiply 2 times 9, as you can see, then 3 times x. Now 2 times 9 will give you 18. 3 times 8 will give you x. Now you are looking for s. S is equals to, you can see s is equals to 18 all over this. You are looking for s. So the coefficient of s have to divide this 18 will now be 6. S is equals to 6. Therefore, if you put 6 in this position of s, if s is equals to 6, then let's look at it now. 6/9. 6/9. 3 into 6 will give you 2. 3 into 3 will give you 3. Therefore, they are actually proportional. So when you bring them to the lowest term, whatever you can use to divide them, so far you bring it to the lowest term, and you compare it to the right hand side and they are equal, then you call them proportion. So you can see as it is. I told you mathematics is just a form. It's just a form. You approach mathematics with that mindset, it will be very, very easy for you. So I think I already do it, step by step, little by little. So we have treated so many topics like fraction, ratio. Today we talk about proportions. So the next time we'll be treating a more important relative topic, as you can see. So please, if this is your first time here, please remember to like, share, and comment so that we get to know it. We are going to be doing it. I'm just playing around as we get ourselves prepared before we actually move on. So continue watching and always join me here. By the grace of God, that will help you to overcome that your senior school certificate that I'll be giving you problem. It is very, very important. So today we learn what proportion mean and how to solve simple proportional problems. So in our next lesson, we shall study another important one called rate. As you are going to see, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, New General Mathematics, for daily mathematics lesson. Thank you and stay cool. Bye for now.